What up, everyone? I'm Jack Slater, aka the Comic Outlaw, yeah! And I hope you're ready, because the age of apocalypse is upon us. And here we go with part 8 of the Outlaws cut. Now we find the X-Men gathering their forces, trying to find a new way. A stranger is upon them, and he has shown Magneto and Rogue a new world, a different world. And Magneto begins to question which reality should he be fighting for. As he gathers everyone together, there was a treaty set up between the humans and the apocalypse. There would be no more killing, but Apocalypse is quickly slaughtering every human he could get his hands on, killing everyone. And Apocalypse is slaughtering hundreds of thousands of people. And Magneto is weary from fighting this war, frustrated that the more he saves, the more die. As Blink pops out of nowhere, and followed behind her is Sunfire. They have a problem, they're being attacked, and they're being followed. Yes, the plan didn't go well, and Blink had to retreat here, and Storm easily takes care of the flames, but Sunfire is another matter. His power is raging out of control. He has problems controlling it. Magneto stops him with a magnetic hand from out of the ground. Iceman begins to cool him down, for Sunfire has no control over his abilities, not in the way Iceman or Magneto do. This creature pops out of nowhere, saying that he's found the lair of the X-Men, and just when he was about to bring the hammer down upon them, Blink decides to send him back, and he disappears. I don't think he lived through that one, or if he did, he's not too happy. Sunfire reports the killings have increased. Magneto is shocked by this, but not surprised. Meanwhile, a servant of Apocalypse is looking for him. A man named Rex. Apocalypse is called for him, and he smells the stench of burning flesh and bone. Piles of dead bodies. Apocalypse sits amongst them, in his throne, breathing in the essence. He tells them they may have found Magneto's lair, and Apocalypse smiles. He knows that it'll be over soon. Sunfire wants to go back. Holocaust murdered his entire country, his family, and he will not stand by and let it happen. Gambit pops out of nowhere and says that he loves a good suicide mission. Magneto has summoned him, and he has a mission for him. His own suicide mission. As Rogue and Gambit express feelings they had before, but things have changed. Rogue is a mother, second in command of the X-Men, and Gambit has no place here anymore. So Gambit disappears to find his mission with his group, while Magneto contemplates, is it true? Is there a way to change the world? Can it be more than this? As Nightcrawler appears, he tells him to make himself ready. Nightcrawler must find his mother, and they must go to Avalon to meet a woman named Destiny. As Magneto flashes back to what he saw, his memories mixed with Bishop's, as a man fades away, his friend dying in his arms, Magneto questions his own sanity. As these three prepare for their separate missions, they're going to try to stop, or at least slow down the killing. But we'll see if they can. Magneto tells Quicksilver to be ready to take care of the X-Men, and most of all, tell him to floss. Quicksilver is surprised by what he just said. Did you just say floss? And he realizes too late that it's Morph, and Morph gives him a big kiss, a big smackaroo as Morph runs off. And it's funny, they think back to the times when he was a sad, quiet mutant, always in fear. My, how things have changed. Some for the better, a lot for the worse. As Rogue takes off for her mission with Creed and Wildchild. Bishop has a moment. He talks with Quicksilver. Bishop tells him he's not sure if the world is real or not. He only sees visions, cracks, but it's enough for hope. And we move on to the Excalibur issue. Yes, Nightcrawler's mission to find his mother. They both need to go to Avalon in order to meet a woman named Destiny. For now, this woman makes her trip to Avalon. As she travels, knowing the bloodshed that she's left behind, the dead family members, she meets a monk named Cain, and he's to take her to Avalon. As they sit, he feels no cold, no hunger, but he is her guide. And she wonders about the monk, where he's from, what he's capable of. But he stands up and tells her that it's time to go. It's time to find this place. In the deep cold, there is a refuge, a sanctuary called Avalon. As the monk takes her there, she is surprised, awestruck by the beauty of this wondrous place. America, on the other hand, is rotted, falling upon itself, gutted, being destroyed as the Sentinels fly, trying to evacuate as many humans as they could. But there's a single sliver of heaven, a place that Angel owns. And he has sold his soul to keep this piece of heaven in hell. As he hears something, he says, "Magneto?" No, it's Nightcrawler, and he's come to collect a debt that Angel owes. He's come for safe passage to find his mother. In order to get out, get to Avalon, Angel tries to refuse, but Nightcrawler's given him no choice. He will do what Nightcrawler wants, but Nightcrawler will cut him down. Angel needs to be reminded of his place. He's worked with the terrorists before, the so-called terrorists, and now he needs to pay back his favor as Magneto calls out to Raven Mesquite. And he tells her that she must find Destiny and go to Avalon. At first she refuses, saying that she would never set foot there. Magneto reminds her that he will rip her arms and legs off. He will do whatever is necessary in order to complete his mission, and so will Mesquite. Meanwhile, Nightcrawler appears at an old Stark building and sees a dance, a ghost dance. Nightcrawler shocked at what he's seeing. He meets a man named Proudstar, and Kurt is angered because Angel had took him to a church. Nightcrawler hates churches, organized religion. They've tried to destroy him more than once. Proudstar tries to act arrogant with him, making accusations towards him and Mesquite. He grabs his finger and breaks it with a quick teleportation. His finger disappears, and Nightcrawler says, "You will do as told. You will take me out of here so I can find my mother." And now there is a spy, a Proudstar. Yes, relative to the man who just lost his finger. As the guard tries to stop her, she sends a spear of energy right through his head. His apocalypse is with a man known as Wade, a rotting piece of flesh whose job is it to escort the bodies, dead bodies, back and forth. He's an amusement of Apocalypse. As the spy begins to say that they're going to take Nightcrawler to find Avalon, Apocalypse plans are falling into place. Meanwhile, a ship called the Excalibur takes off, taking Nightcrawler to go find his mother so they can find Avalon and a woman named Destiny. As Destiny welcomes the newcomer, she reaches out with her hand, and her eyes burn as she sees Apocalypse coming, death and destruction. Or will Apocalypse find them? We'll find out the next time, won't we? And I'll catch you on the flip side. Yeah.